pivot. Be sure to keep all your arms like. As we pull into the train station, please remain seated until the doors are...
Para que no se mueva. El pitón de las Islas Galápagos.
14 yardas.
Sí.
¿Cuánto dice? 52.
Mira qué hay. ¿Qué hay acá? Ay, como una tortuguita. ¿Qué?
Vivo.
No, una tortuga, mirá.
Cái hậu có là một hậu what?
You know, I've heard that. The baby boy is like, I don't know.
Mirá lo que es esta araña india. Ah, ¿está viva?
Claro.
Esos gusanos son un asco.
Son re venenosos.
Mirá esa, Brazilian Salmon Pink. ¿Cuál? Uy, re peluda esa. ¿O qué son?
Sí.
Mirá, ya hay una llama. La llama que llama, mirá. ¿Ves los dientes? ¿En serio? Preparamos para el gran safari africano.
It's warmed up a little bit for us today. By Western civilization until 1901. Right up in front of us, you're going to see a yellow-billed stork. And also you're going to see some greater canoe. They're walking down the road, so we're going real poli-poli, which in Swahili means very slow. Poli means slow. Anything said twice in Swahili means very, so poli-poli is very slow. Now that's a greater canoe, and that was a yellow-billed stork. I have another yellow-billed stork right in front of us here. Generally walk along the riverbeds. Sometimes in deep water it's hard to see them, so keep your eyes open, we might see one. They come out of the water generally at night to eat and they'll eat about 150 pounds of vegetation. Now as we go around this corner, you're going to see some of those exotic birds I was telling you about, as well as some hippos.
Yeah.
Now that top bird on the perch right there is a white-breasted cormorant. He lacks the coating in his feathers that keep him dry in the water like other birds have. Those other large birds are the pink-backed pelicans. Please stay seated for me. I need everyone to please stay seated. I can't move if we're standing. Okay, sorry about that. We're going to get back on the move. There's another hippo right there. A real Alex. Okay, we got a hippo up here out of the water right here, you can see, to your driver's side.
Look at him, Alex. Alex, look. It's kind of sunny, I know.
Okay, there's another one right there in the water, right by the waterfall. You can see him walking, kind of. Now, guys, we're getting ready to go over a very narrow old bridge, and I need you to stay seated because under this bridge are Nile crocodiles. Now, Nile crocodiles are much... Please stay seated, guys. Guys, I need you to please stay seated for me. Now, Nile crocodiles are much larger and much more aggressive than American alligators. They can crush the bones of their prey with one snap of their jaw. They come up on the shore like that because they're cold-blooded and they need to raise their body temperature. We're going to head here out of the soft... Yes. But we're going to have to stop again. Okay, these were greater canoes on this side. We're also coming up on the watering hole, which is time to catch a glimpse of the black rhino. The black rhino has been hunted to a point where there's only about 4,200 left in the wild. Hopefully we'll get to see one today. He likes to hang out on the top of that hill, so we'll have to check when we come around. We're also going to see a large nest across East Africa. They serve as a superhighway to migrating animals and is home to some of our more famous animals, such as lions and elephants. This is the wild Africa that we are all working to preserve. Okay guys, this first animal right over here is a Patterson's eland. They let them harden in the sun. They can become as hard as concrete. The elephants will come along and use them as scratching posts, which wears them down a bit, kind of like that one in the middle. And so then the smaller animals like the impalas and gazelles will stand up on them and look for predators. It's just another great example of how those horns can get to be 20 to 22 inches around at the base and 6 feet long. Before we go to those though, we're going to see these little Thompson's gazelles. They're not babies, they're full grown. They get to be about 60 pounds and they're also called Tommies. And far in the distance I see a reticulated giraffe. I think our path will take us closer to them a little bit later though, hopefully. And you can kind of see a grayish animal, the white-bearded wildebeest over there, and some sable antelopes as well. But those right here closest are the Ankole cattle. The calf will stay with the mother elephant for 13 to 15 years. We're also going to see some sable antelopes over here and the white-bearded wildebeest.
Ah, eso los ñu. Que están peinados al medio, ¿no?
We're going to see a couple more elephants around the corner here as well. We're coming up on a watering hole in a flock of greater flamingos. Now the greater flamingos are the lightest color of all flamingos. They get their color from their diet of brine shrimp and other crustaceans that are high in carotene. We're also going to see some reticulated giraffes.
Lo está poniendo. Sí, mira.
¿Sí?
Lo está encarando.
Once at a point of near extinction, but due to conservation efforts such as ours, the white rhino's numbers are now coming back to sustainable levels. Now that ostrich is from the Afrikaans word vite, which means square jaw.
Simbawan, I see you at the junction. I suggest you go west. It will be worth it.
10-4. Now if you look up on this hill, you're also going to see some cheetahs laying up there behind the trees.
We're
gonna sneak up on him here.
Todo hecho, vida.
Okay, I see their camp up ahead, guys. Oh my God.